size up with you, and when I defang the Viper, trust me, ain't gonna come from nowhere. Jeff, I already put you out. I don't even know why you're out here right now. Keep on talking. Hey, do me a favor. Why don't you act like this is an AA meeting and you shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the group? And Mustafa, you out here, a boy among men. And I'm gonna tell you what, you got lucky at the Rumble, so I know you're gonna come out here and run your mouth about how bad you are. But let me give you a little bit of a reality check. You see, Mustafa, you said that my eyes don't lie. Well, your eyes don't lie either, because last week, they were closed real tight when I put your simple ass to sleep. And AJ, hey man, be honest with me. How's our old girl Wendy doing?
Yes. Welcome back to the Clark Street Wrestling Podcast. It's me, Hafeez. With me, as always, is Devin, and we are officially on the road to WrestleMania.
It's official,
Yes,
Tribal Chief. It is official.
Woo! Man, Elimination Chamber's in the books, and we're here to talk about it and recap it here today.
Yeah.
Is here right now. Thank you for joining us, and all those that will come in. Welcome in, settle in, because we got a discussion to have today about the chamber.
Yes. Get settled
man.
in, come in, kick off your shoes, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're on Facebook, hit that reaction button, love, heart, angry face, because I might say something about AEW, you never know.
You see, it's always funny, right? We have these shows that have nothing to do with AEW. I'm going to tell y'all right now. This is about Elimination Chamber. This is about WWE. Oh, boy. Yeah. This is one of those episodes, okay? But for some
You already
reason,
did it for me. I was about to set it up. You took care of it for me.
Hey,
You
man.
know what? You
Look.
got that. You can have that one. You got that one, sir.
Hey, so I'm going to just say there's no reason for us to talk about AEW. So if AEW somehow creeps in this conversation, I'm going to say something. All right. So here we go. Tim, what up, Tim? What's going on?
What up, Bloodline brother? What's up, Tim? Get them ones up.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, the chat blowing up already. What's going on? Get them ones up. Get them ones up. Drew Yari in the building. What up, man? Very active last week, man. In the chat, man. You had some good ones too. What's going on? Drew?
Oh, you got, well, he's asking for it. Go
man,
ahead.
already,
Go
bro.
ahead. Request.
We just already got the show just started, but I got you though. It's a request. I got you.
Solo.
Yeah. Anybody want a request?
Solo.
All right. Talking that Cody Rhodes shit though.
Solo. You jumping the gun a little bit. We saving that today. You gotta wait. We getting there. See, just like Tribal Chief, it's getting to your head. It's just messing with you a little bit. You get a little bit rattled.
No, don't even say that. Don't even say that.
He's living in your head rent free. You're already thinking about him. Relax. It's okay. You still got what, 5 weeks? 5 weeks. But I digress.
For another dub for the Tribal Chief himself. And onward to the journey of 1,000 days. Why are you not hearing me on this? You didn't hear me on the last one when I got the powers. I temporarily had your powers. I prophesied, hey, the Tribal Chief, he's gonna hold that Universal title for a year. He's gonna do that for a year. And you're not having that. You didn't want to hear my prophecy. And right now, I'm giving another prophecy of the Tribal Chief. He will hold the titles for 1,000
days.
Yes.
I hear you. Yes. I hear you. And you know, that would be a great story if it was gonna happen. But do I believe it's gonna happen? You know what? I'm not even sure yet. I'm gonna put it that way because we're not at WrestleMania predictions yet. So I'm not gonna make anything official yet as far as what I think will happen. Is it possible he gets to 1,000? Potentially. Is it possible somebody else, someone somewhat political goes ahead and, pulls some strings and gets his way at WrestleMania to finish his story? Maybe. I'm just saying it's a possibility. But let's have
going
some
on,
fun.
Stephanie? How you doing? What's going
Let's
on?
talk
We'll see you
about
on the
the
chat.
Let's talk about the chamber. Let's get into it. All y'all coming in. Welcome in. Settle in. It's time to talk some chamber. First up, we've got the women's Elimination Chamber match. They kicked it off right away. They kicked off the show right with an Elimination Chamber match at the Elimination Chamber premium live event. So really great start, really great opening. Now this match, we talked about it in our prediction show. And one thing I brought up was, does it feel like an underwhelming lineup? And what we both came to the conclusion of is, in some ways, yes, because with Natty there and with Carmella there, it felt like, with those two, you never really believed that they were going to win. No disrespect to either woman. They're both very talented. All right. I see you, Spencer. They're both very talented, right?
What up,
Natty's a longtime vet, Hart family, very talented, been around for a long time. Nothing but love and respect for her. Carmella, multi-time champion, nothing but love and respect for her. Definitely the two of them, they deserve to be there as far as like their credentials, but at the same time, it's like you look at the field and you think, are they actually going to be the ones to go against Bianca at Mania? Probably not. All right. And then you had the other four women in this field, which it made a lot more sense. You got Nikki Cross, you got Raquel Gonzalez, you got Liv Morgan, you got the answer, Asuka. For us, I brought that up too.
Stone Cold Liv Austin, what they call her in the streets now, I guess.
Okay, Stone Cold Liv Austin. Hey, that's progress. Okay, because we're not too far off from some, and maybe there are still many out there that saw her as mid. So her getting a Stone Cold Liv Austin, okay, I like that. There's some progress now. Progress.
Yes.
Progress happening in the IWC.
Balance in the force.
Let's go. But yeah, overall, like, again, going into, we felt, okay, somewhat underwhelming lineup. Watching it, not even talking about like the finish, but watching the show, did you feel like they brought it?
Most definitely, man. So there was a difference between the men's Elimination Chamber and the women's men's is more, acrobatic spots, but it's made for that because that's what the chamber is. But the women's, they was about that action. They was about that action. I'm gonna put your face on the bar and they was violent. They was getting it in.
They all had to turn with their head through the chain fence, kind of getting their head pushed through with someone's foot at the back of their head. So yeah, I noticed that. I was like, okay, it looks like every last one of them is getting this work. So okay,
and everybody got a cool little spot too. I like the way Raquel Gonzalez got eliminated. They was looking at her as a threat. So you saw Carmella and you saw Asuka team up with the double strike. I thought that was pretty impressive. I'm like, all right, Mella, I see you. Shit, all right, but damn, bottom two or last two, okay, all right,
yeah.
But I like Nikki with her thing, being crazy, jumping off the pod, and then Stone Cold Liv Austin. What? She did her thing, man. She stood out. And plus, I love that one spot. She did the sunset flip to Raquel Gonzalez from the top of the pod. That was crazy. And, you got Asuka, who just did her thing. We both picked her as being number one. But even before the Elimination Chamber, as we was predicting, like how you was hitting that, like, hey, this seems a bit underwhelming. Yeah, it was going in, but they delivered, and it exceeded my expectations. So that's what I say to sum up this women's elimination match.
Yeah, I mean, definitely I thought watching it, it was very entertaining. And, Carmella and Natty both brought it and did their thing. Like, they did a phenomenal job. So kudos to both of them in the Elimination Chamber match. I thought Raquel, there was a cool moment where, who was it that she put through? Was it Nikki?
Nikki, she put through the
pod. Yeah. Yep. So that was cool. That was a cool spot. One of those like, big like Goldberg spots or, Brock spots where someone breaks through the chamber. Raquel got hers, and that was really cool to see. So yeah, and overall it was cool because they saved Asuka for last. Like they had it where she was gonna be okay, everyone sees her as the favorite. I think even Corey Graves mentioned, or Michael Cole mentioned that she was the odds-on favorite. So I like that they didn't shy away from that. Watching it, I felt myself rooting for her and Liv. Like, Liv definitely stood out in this match as like, wow, she's really come a long way, from where she was before. And again, people saying she's mid and all that, to like now being an attraction where a lot of the crowd, I feel like, was behind her and would have been okay seeing her win this matchup. I think Asuka was definitely the favorite, but I feel like Liv, from her performance at Royal Rumble to this, she's really being pushed now as a real contender for the future to once again be a champion down the road. So I think they're doing a great job, a phenomenal job with Liv over with Stone Cold Liv, as people are calling now. And they were like protecting her, it took two women to pin her. So that was great to see, just that respect for Raquel and continue to build her as well. But at the end of the day, I mean, there was one answer from the moment that basically since Royal Rumble and her return, and then finding out, okay, she didn't win here, but there's Elimination Chamber and she automatically qualified. I was like, oh, wow. Like, this is clear. It's got to be Asuka. Like, there's one person that I would say if she goes against Bianca Belair, I'm going to have real questions as to whether or not Bianca's going to win, right? Like, she's the one that really poses a threat, especially if you're trying to take her to that place where she was in NXT. All right, Black and Gold. If we take her back to that version of Asuka, that undefeated. Hey, man, I got it. I got the Black and Gold thing going on right here too. I got a rep. But it's if they're taking her back to that version of her where she was so dominant and feared in NXT, and it's even a darker version of her character than she even was in NXT. Like in NXT, she was just a badass. Like you just knew she was gonna win. Right, but this Asuka has this like not evil, but like sketchy. Like what is going on in her head? She's twisted, and you just don't know. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. I like that like aura, and Bianca looking at her with that stuff coming out of her mouth. Like what the fuck? Like what are you doing?
It's that blue shit.
Huh? Yeah, what is that? What's going on? So I think that it's gonna be interesting as we continue to build to this, how they do it. Do they put Asuka in the spot where she stays this face character, but is just like creeping the shit out of Bianca and spooking her out a little bit? Do they maybe shake it up and like Bianca now feels like maybe she has to do something a little bit extra and a little bit different in order to overcome what Asuka's bringing to the table, and maybe we start to tease maybe a heel turn down the road for Bianca. Like
she
that
might have to cheat. She might have to cheat.
I mean, because this version of Asuka, I don't think you just pin her clean. Like that would kind of defeat the purpose of what we're doing here. If the plan is to get Asuka back to that level of like, oh, she's that chick, like she's unstoppable. So if Bianca wins, I think it has to be by heel tactics, for me to really say it was a success to get Asuka back to that level. And with Bianca, that could be a way to keep her fresh and I'm not saying she's stale right now, but
no, she's far from stale right now.
Right. I'm not saying that, but I do think that it's kind of like I won't compare it to what I was just thinking about with Stone Cold back in the day when he turned heel. It was kind of like, okay, let's just change it up a little bit because we don't want to do the same thing over and over again. We want to just try this out. With Bianca, I feel like it could be some of that where it's like, hey, if we're pushing Asuka as this mega face, Bianca as a heel, and remember, heel Bianca in NXT was the shit. Like she was great as a heel.
She was a different type of breed. But does that make sense on the main roster as today? She's just like she's the female version of John Cena. She's all about the kids. They come up there with their ponytails. You see the girls mimicking her, and then her to go to the heel. I don't know.
I'd be for it. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I feel like, okay, so to that point, I would say it's more likely Asuka just beats her clean than having Bianca use heel tactics to beat her and retain. That's what I think. I think that right now in my mind, and this is an official prediction, we're going to see more build up, right? But I think that leading into that matchup, I feel like it's hard for me to see this Asuka on this Asuka, booking and build back up to what she was be a success if Bianca beats her straight up clean. You're going to turn Asuka heel, which, like, I don't know. That feels weird too. So I think Bianca either has to lose or has to turn for the story to really work to continue to help Asuka.
We got this comment by Drew Yari. Shout out to the Drew Yari show. I love Bianca, but she's become one note lately. Have Asuka go over and give Bianca more of an edge to her character, not necessarily a heel. So she's going to be towing the line like a Stone Cold. Just
I think though that I don't know. I'm not afraid of Bianca turning heel though. I hear what you guys are saying, because it seems like we don't want to completely just turn her heel, but know that WWE is all about the slow burn, storytelling and taking their time. And I feel like probably that's what will happen, that if Bianca loses, you start to see, okay, maybe she feels like she needs to get serious, have more of an edge, to her. Yeah. And then she loses again. And then it's like, what the hell's happening here? I'm supposed to be the fastest, the strongest, the toughest, the best, yet I'm losing. Those two things don't go together, like it like this. Like
I wanted this.
Roman knows.
He does.
They don't go together. You can't be losing and call yourself the best. What's going on? So you got to find a way. So, over time, I could see potentially around, I don't know, the SummerSlam time or leading into SummerSlam, that Bianca at that time maybe makes more of a turn and you slowly get to that point. But this is all like, there's a long way to WrestleMania. And I think that the way they tell the story will really help inform more of what's going on. Maybe like Brett in 1997. Yeah, I mean,
that's a good point.
There's so many ways. Yeah, that's true.
We got Cage My IQ. Shout out to Bakley. Yes, please. We don't need Asuka losing her momentum at Mania again.
Yeah, no.
I will not have it. No!
You can't do that to her again. Great point. We did this once before. She won the Rumble, and then she goes against Charlotte Flair and taps out. Not just loses, but she gets submitted by Charlotte at Mania. Come on.
Solo!
Exactly. You get Solo on that booking. Like, damn.
Yes.
Like, what were we thinking about with that? That didn't make any sense to do her and Shinsuke that year like that, but that's a debate for another day. But yeah, man, that's just how I'm feeling about it as of right now. Again, we'll get more story and see what's going on, but Asuka definitely winning this was awesome. The momentum has been great. Now let's continue to build on that momentum. I will say this too about the momentum. One thing I kind of still find a little bit weird is that sometimes it seems like Asuka takes more punishment than I kind of like to see visually. Like, it seems like she in these matches, she is not, I don't know. I feel like in some of these one-on-one matches, when she's not going against a Bianca, she should be dominating versus like, it's like almost like she's being beat, and then she comes back at the end, she's smiling, ha ha ha, like that was nothing, and then like submits her opponent. That's kind of cool, but it kind of, there's a risk there where she doesn't really get across that she's like this dominant person on the same level as Bianca Belair.
A big threat that you need to recognize.
Yeah, I really want her to set her up as a
Chelsea
threat.
Green.
Yeah. That Chelsea Green one still sticks in my mind. Like, why did Chelsea Green get off so much offense on Asuka? Come on, man. You could have done that with Natalya. You could have done that with Liv. I would have bought that. With Asuka? Nah, man. Nah. Chelsea, not Chelsea. So, yeah, man. But, hey, great match overall. Like I said, with the lineup questions and all that, at the end of the day, they put on a great show. So, awesome job to them. So let's move on from there. This next matchup, this was interesting. We've got Big Men Slapping Man Meat, Part 3.
Yes.
That's basically what this should have been. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, 1-on-1.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
There we go, Biggie. There we go. Miss Biggie. Yes, that's what the match was. And It ended in DQ. Huh?
Yes, DQ.
What? Now I'm confused.
Kicked in the nuts.
I am thoroughly confused with what the hell we're doing with Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, and Bray Wyatt. I'm not sure what's going on. To summarize this matchup, the two of them, they went at it for a little bit. Bobby Lashley got Brock Lesnar in the hurt lock. Brock couldn't get out of it. And this time he just went for the low blow and it was a DQ. And that was it. It wasn't entertaining. It was entertaining. We got a bunch of F5s. We got a bunch of spears. There was a couple of near falls in the beginning, but it was very short. It was only 4 minutes, just all 45 seconds. We had finished. We spammed the finisher button. Yep. We preloaded the match. When we set it up, we said, okay, full finishers for both guys and let them go.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
Those are the 2K settings.
Just have at it, right?
And just have at it. Right? But then at the end, with all that going on, all the offense going on and the crowd into it, we ended it on a DQ. So it makes you think, okay, well, if Bray hadn't said what he said, that would have made sense. Like, all right, we're going to Mania. Fine. Those two going one-on-one to Mania to finally finish it. But Bray said what he said. He said, hey, whoever comes out of that match, they better run, signifying they're next. Yeah. So is it Brock because he's the guy that stood up, was still standing? Is it Bobby because he's the guy that technically won the match? What? And then SmackDown too didn't help.
It was just weird. I saw that. I was like, cause that caught my attention. I'm like, well, this doesn't answer a lick of thing. Like,
no.
What?
No. It was almost like Bray was kind of like, because there was that shot of him watching himself make the call out to those guys. And the way he was looking at it, it was kind of like it was a joke, or like a mess up. Like, damn, I really jacked this up because neither one of the guys won. And I look at me saying, I'm gonna fight one of these dudes, and whoops, my bad. This is complicated. This is awkward. That's kind of the feeling I got. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this whole situation, like how the match went now and the aftermath. Like, I'm not sure what's going on.
This match, so right up until the end, I enjoyed this match because it's just big guys going at it, just two alphas, just spamming the shit out of each other with their finisher. Enjoyed it. Some people don't like that. Hey, just like Big E said, some people like their 30-minute classics. Not me. Big meaty men slapping me. That's what I want. That's what I got, except for the goddamn finish. So initially, during the watch along, matter of fact, our viewers, watchers, listeners, check out that watch along. Went down. Shout out to the Bloodline of podcasting. Yeah, we had a great time for Elimination Chamber. Wonderful time. It got a little emotional too at times for a good reason, but it was a fun watch along with the Bloodline of podcast. So check that out. But initial reaction, I was pissed. Second time watching, I was like, well, hold on. This is before Monday Night Raw too. So before I saw the Bobby promo. So I'm already thinking about, all right, maybe they're foreshadowing, like, all right, these two behemoths, they just need to get out of their system. Just put them in the fight pit. Just get it out. We don't, what I'm saying, TKO or whoever submit. That's how you win. All right, that's it. Yeah. None of that DQ.
I like that.
I thought maybe that's where we was heading. Yeah. And then Bobby came out, said what he said. I don't care about no Bobby. I don't care about no Bray Wyatt. I was like, what? Hold on, bro. What? So he brought him back in the mix. It seemed like it seemed like he didn't really have beef with Brock of what he really did, and so I'm back to being confused. That's just me. Just like, you know what? I think Papa H is trolling us because he said he hate people when they try to predict his show or just predict shows. Just enjoy the ride. So I'm going to take this information right now just to enjoy the ride because I'm done trying to predict this shit. It is decided.
I mean, I still try to predict it. I got all the love in the world for Triple H. I'm still going to try to predict it because it's fun. It's fun, man. Like, they do have kind of a very interesting narrative situation where, Bray introduced himself in the story. It was very clean until he said what he said. So I don't know. I feel like if Oh well, there's also
Yeah,
Omos, right? Is up in this too. So that's a whole nother thing. Is Omos challenging Brock, and Omos and MVP want the Hurt Business back together. Like, there's a whole lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah,
I'm just not getting that Omos and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, bro.
Why? No. That I, man, on Raw, okay, fine. At WrestleMania, come on, man, what we do? And I'll say this. Let me take a step back. When Braun Strowman went against Omos, I was out. Right, I was not into that matchup as far as when they talked about it. The match itself was all right. It was fine. So I feel like a guy like Brock Lesnar, being as talented as he is, as entertaining as he is, would have a similar effect on Omos as at least a Braun Strowman, right? Braun Strowman's great. So, but I put Brock on another level above Braun. So I would say the match would probably be fine, but I'm not interested in it from a story standpoint. It just feels like it's just getting thrown together, and you have this long-term story that you've been telling with Brock and Bobby that just makes a lot more sense. Like put Omos against Bray. Like that would make more sense.
There we go.
If you want to do something there, like, okay, fine.
Right.
Yeah, you two go. Yeah, do whatever you
Brock
want.
and Bobby alone. Let them be.
Let them be. Let them go in the fight pit. That'd be cool. Like you bringing that up, I'm like, hell yeah, I want to see that happen. Like that.
Right.
So yeah, man, confusion, and we have to wait and see. Right now it feels like there's some kind of triple threat or fatal four-way action kind of happening, which I think that's a little bit too much, to have be the ending of this feud. But we'll see. But Bobby and Brock, the way they ended it at Elimination Chamber, a little questionable. Made Brock look weak in that moment when he did that. Like that's not Brock.
He called him out. He called Bobby out.
Right.
That's how this match got set up. He was like,
right.
I got you on my mind. Told the crowd, I go ice fishing. After I'm done with my wife in bed 4 or 5 hours later, I'm thinking about this dude. So I got beef with this man.
Yep.
All right. And then what? You get caught in a hurt lock and I gotta get out somehow, but I don't want to tap. Hit that man in the nuts.
Dude, man. And every time Bobby's got in the ring with this dude, I mean, he's pinned him, he's put him out. He's thrown him over the top rope, and now Brock had to kick him in the nuts to escape. Like every single time, Bobby has basically come out on top. So
that man's scared, bro. Brock is scared.
That's what it is right now. He's terrified. He can't get a clean win on Bobby. He just can't. So hey, it is what it is. But we'll see what happens.
Call this man out and then quit. Like, no,
and then quit. I'm done. I'm done. I'd rather quit than have this man beat me straight up after I called him out. Yeah, okay.
You get mad at the ref for stopping the match, bro. You did this to yourself,
man.
What are you supposed to do?
Dude, man, seriously. So we'll see. But moving on. All right, we've got this mixed tag match. All right, we got back to some entertainment here because that was entertaining before, but this was actually like finished well. Everything the way they got through the matchup, we got what we wanted here, I think. Edge and Beth Phoenix versus the Judgment Day's members Finn Bálor and Rhea Ripley with Dom on the outside there. And yeah, I say what I said because I feel like it was entertaining and they gave the Canada crowd, the match that it wanted, the outcome that they wanted, just to give them something. I felt we knew
called it.
They had to get something.
Even I knew I fucked. I was like, oh, hold on, wait.
Right.
Yeah, because you already know they're going to get their hearts ripped out during the main event.
Right. Come on, man. Like, it is what it is, So, but yeah, just I felt very entertaining, especially when Beth and Rhea Ripley were in the ring together. Like, that was cool, like the face-to-face moments. And Beth just showing, like, she, not only does she still got it, but she's never lost it. Like, she just has, just a great way around the ring and just has that veteran, savvy and athleticism. And yeah, it was great. And seeing them doing FTR's finisher there at the end, it was pretty cool, homage to those guys because they do have a history with them when Edge was, rehabbing. We saw in his comeback video that he was with Cash like working, doing the ring work and stuff like that. So that's cool. But yeah, just strong matchup, man. A lot of fun, and yeah, it was just real good entertainment overall. But what'd you think? What'd you think of this tag match?
First of all, man, this wasn't an intergender match. This was a straight up professional tag match. That I saw the chemistry with their tag partner. I saw the chemistry with their opponents. I love the tie up when Beth and Rhea first locked up. Like I was like, holy shit, they are really locked up. They was I ain't moving, you ain't moving. I was like, okay, this looks pretty tight. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. I like Dom getting in the mix. Shout out to that Montreal crowd, bro. They were hot throughout the entirety of this card, and especially for Dom too. The FU chance to Dom. You know what I'm saying? When he was even before he left and then came back too, when he got chased out and then he came back, they started booing him some more. Fuck you, Donovan. He's like this, trying to cover up his ears.
Right.
All that was fun, and just to have the match finish up with the Shadow Machine paying homage to FTR. Love the ending, bro. It was perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Jr. He said the tag match was fun. Beth botched a few things, but I'm not going to hold that over her. I was surprised they gave Beth and Rhea so much time to work, which I was happy about. Yes. Shout out.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised that they gave him that time because, I feel like they've been kind of teasing the Beth Rhea, face off for a while now. But, I hear what you're saying, and I'm glad that they did give him the time because those two, they're from two different eras, but I feel like, they both kind of have a similar status in women's wrestling, being two very strong, powerful women, like intimidating as hell, and when needed can go up against the men like straight up. Like you see it, all the time with Rhea, body slamming Luke Gallows and Beth Phoenix. That's the type of stuff that you would just expect from her too, especially in her prime, but even still now. So, both of them kind of just have that same presence, about them, where it's like, the physicality, they don't shy away from it. They're willing to get down and dirty with the dudes. And it was fun. Dom was Dom, man. Like this dude, he's just, he's on another level, man, when it comes to getting heat. Like this dude knows how to get heat.
You haven't got to say like bad words, four-letter words.
Yep.
This has to be the weasel that he is. And then people just don't like him. They just he just gets that heat, man. No, shout out to Dom. Doing good work.
Shout out to him for sure. Shout out to, I don't know if you saw SmackDown tonight with him, but basically he knew Rey Mysterio was going to be in town, and so he showed up a couple times to mess with Rey. Showed up in the back. Santos Escobar was trying to give him love. And then, there goes Dom saying, man, you respect him? Like, you respect this dude, man. Like, really? Like, oh. And Santos trying to stand up for Rey Mysterio. Like, okay, I'm going to show this dude. Turns around, Rhea Ripley's in his face. She's like, yeah, what you going to do now? What you going to do now? So Dom knows how to get just people just hating him, man. The weasel that he is, man, is crazy. And then, he was there too for the whole Charlotte thing as well. Yeah. Charlotte Rhea supposed to have the face off. And then here's Dom talking shit to Charlotte before Rhea got
Hold on. Time out, bro. Wait. Let me just make sure I'm following right. So there was supposed to be a promo, a show off between Charlotte and Rhea. But instead of that happening, we got Dom Charlotte and Dom.
And Dom, yes. Rhea eventually came out because Charlotte was basically like, look, since Rhea ain't here, and you talking all this mess, why don't we go one-on-one and handle this? She got all up in his face, and that's when Rhea comes out and be like, you trying to step up to my Dom? Like, she had his back. That was cool. And then Dom was all over the show, man. Like, then Dom finally in the ring, you had Dom and Rey Mysterio finally, they had a face-to-face moment too, where Dom is like, look, like, you hit me. I'm tired of this, man. Like, hit me. And he's like muffing his father in the face, like, you hit me. That's what I thought. Like, and Rey, at one point, it finally looked like Rey had enough. They're nose to nose, doing that whole thing. He's like, yeah, do it. Then he's Ray's like got his fist up like you motherfucker, and then he backs up. He's like, no, you're my son. He's like, yeah, that's what I thought. And he rolls out the ring. Yeah, it was. Wow. Dom is a heat magnet. He knows what he's doing. The crowd was hating him and wanted Ray so bad. I think they were chanting, do it, to Rey Mysterio to have him finally hit him. So, like, low key, it's been like in the forefront, but we talk about the bloodline, and some of the other stories that's been going on. But this Dom Rey Mysterio storyline has been going on for a long time too. Long-term storytelling with them.
Yes,
to have this go all the way to WrestleMania is impressive. With everything else, with all the other stories that I've had going on. So shout out to Dom, shout out to Ray, shout out to Rhea, shout out to everybody involved in the storyline.
Yeah, Papa H was back there cooking it up. Stirring it up, put all different type of seasons, man. Because Dom, hey.
You think this is a game to me? I served hard time.
Hard time.
Hard time, man.
6 hours. A quarter day in jail will change your life. You've been scared straight.
Oh man, Dom. He's wild, man. He's built differently, as we say here on Clark Street Wrestling.
Yes,
right,
Drew.
Man.
We agree with that comment too. We thought it should have been Dom.
Yeah, exactly.
But I see going forward the reason why it was Finn now.
Yeah. Because Finn is not done with Edge by any means. I guess we can kind of talk. I mean, we're getting ready to talk about the United States Elimination Chamber winner, but it's okay. I mean, it's fine. If you listen to this, you probably know what happened anyway. So Edge was going against, I'll just say it this way. Edge was fighting for a title, in Canada on Raw, and Finn Bálor cost him that title opportunity.
Nope.
He's like, look, I'm not done. This is not over. Beef. This is just the beginning.
I got beef, bro.
Yes. So Finn and Edge at Mania and okay, so rumors say it, grain of salt, whatever. Apparently, there are rumors of a new version of the Demon that Finn may be using, may be unveiling. Now, this is probably going to be, if this is true, a Judgment Day version of the Demon. Purple, in the color scheme, instead of the red, black, and white is what I would guess. But I feel like he doesn't need the Demon, at this stage right now.
He don't, bro. He good as he is right now.
But because of how good he is, because of how he's rolling right now, I will trust whatever Finn wants to do. If Finn has an idea, you got to let him roll with it. Like the way he's been doing the bandanas and all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
He's having fun. So let him have fun with this too. Yeah. He's doing all sorts of wild shit right now, man. It's just making us say like, what? Okay. And then even in his entrance with the different masks that he's wearing, it's cool. I like it. I like the style. So if he has an idea.
Oh, yeah, the mask with the 3 blade marks.
Yeah.
Was he hitting at a potential with somebody else?
Maybe.
With the name Blade in
Maybe. I mean, this is happening. I'm sorry. This is happening.
It's gonna happen, Ivan. It is decided, Ivan.
This is happening. He's going to he ain't going to that other place. He's not going to the other place. No.
Not the other place. Not the other place.
Not the other place. I refuse. It's a WWE show.
Right, don't do it. Don't you say it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I didn't allow them to watch.
I'll be like Cody in this, man. Yeah, I caused some trouble in that other place. That's somewhere else. When I was out there,
that other place.
He refuses to say it too. I respect it. Oh man. So yeah, more to come with all the members of the Judgment Day. Well, specifically Finn, Rhea, Dom, Damian Priest. Not sure what he's got coming up next, but here he had the Elimination Chamber United States Championship match. So let's jump into that. So Elimination Chamber match on the men's side, we had star-studded cast, the defending champion Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, Montez Ford, and Seth freaking Rollins. What you think of this match?
If my tribal chief didn't have to perform that night, this would have been match of the night right here. This would have been match of the night right here. This men's elimination chamber. Oh my God. We had star-making performances. We had MVP performances. All right. Shout out to Montez Ford, bro.
What the hell was that off the top of the cage? That was wild, man.
That was wild.
I was scared. He's scaling that thing. He's upside.
Yeah.
What are you
and
doing?
He pulled himself up. He kind of just flipped himself up.
I'm like,
then put his feet
Montez,
through the
don't
little
hurt
hole.
yourself.
I'm like, what are you doing? And then he just
dropped. Like, oh man,
Wow.
he's athletic as hell, man. He trusts himself,
Yes.
and he trusts that that crew there too to also
Yes.
take care of him. So
Shout out to Montez.
in that spot. That was cool.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Montez. He looked like a freaking star. Shout out to Bianca Belair, to the gear. I could tell that even before it was confirmed that, she designed Montez gear, but I could tell, I'm like, that looked like that looked like that's something she did for her
Definitely.
man. Yeah. She hooked him up right.
Also, too, I guess she surprised him by having his mom there backstage too.
Oh,
Montez's mom was there. Yeah.
Oh,
I saw that on IG. That was pretty cool. Like, she was there. He's like, oh, and then Bianca was there too. So I'm like, oh, she probably worked that out because he had no idea.
Oh man. Shout out to Bianca, just being a great wife. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Doing it all. Just doing it all, man. Hey, shout out to Bianca. But Montez, like I said, it is decided. He didn't win, but he had an MVP performance out there. Another one who stood out there, motherfucking Bronson Reed.
Yes.
Holy shit, my guy.
This dude
was a
real.
threat. This dude was a threat. Everybody was like, wait a minute, what are we doing? Stop. This motherfucker
right here is a problem.
You forget all that, bro. This dude with the big swole chest, the tummy movie.
Yeah.
We gotta delete him. We gotta end him, bro. He need to be out of this. And then when they all took their finishers, he was a strong elimination that they gave him, bro. Strong elimination. Johnny Gargano, you was right. You predicted right. He'll probably start off right, and he needed that. This is the performance he needed.
Yeah,
gave him some spotlight. It was like, hey, pay attention to Johnny Gargano. He's one of these dudes that can go. So I like that. Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, still doing their damn thing, and the winner, the Now Theory, with the help of with the greatest buckshot Larry.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
The greatest buckshot lariat.
That's not what it's called here. We don't have a name for it yet.
I don't know. Whatever it is.
That's the other place.
It's better than the name. He does it better.
The Logan Lariat. It's the Logan Lariat until we figure this out.
It's decided. It's the placeholder name. It is decided. Logan Lariat. Smooth as Logan Lariat. Seth Rollins with it. Oh my God, man. In theory, set him up for his finisher. Love it, man. It was just love. It was a great Elimination Chamber match, man. The stories that it set up, everybody had a good performance. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It was fun. This was a lot of fun. There were so many ways I kept thinking this could go potentially, with Montez probably winning and then going against Theory in a rematch. Seth freaking Rollins winning and then going against Logan Paul, in the a match where Logan Paul would have a chance to become the United States champion at WrestleMania, which just made me sick even thinking about that. But I was like, damn, this could happen, So,
you put
watching
that on the
this,
table last week.
Yeah, so watching this, I was invested. I was like, what are they going to do? Because literally all these dudes here, there's a chance. I could believe Damian Priest is probably the least likely, but Damian Priest, even let's say he wins it, okay, he's the first member of the Judgment Day to get gold. Like, that would be a reason
champion too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that would be a reason to add legitimacy to the Judgment Day. So there was a reason to believe any of these guys really had a chance. Some people thought Johnny Gargano, even though I didn't think that it was time for Johnny Gargano to get it, but I wouldn't have been mad at it as a Johnny Gargano fan, but at the same time, I'm looking at him like, look, Austin Theory, for sure. He makes a lot of sense. Seth freaking Rollins and Montez Ford. And Montez, I was so mad. I was watching it with my brothers. Shout out to my brothers, come on, Ahmed. I was watching it with them, and we were rooting hard for Seth freaking Rollins and Montez Ford. Like those two, we were like, okay, like one of these guys, like forget damn the predictions, damn what we think. When we were in it, we like, look, these two dudes that we're rooting for, and seeing Montez get eliminated, heartbreaking. I was up on my feet yelling, kick out, kick out.
He was done.
Out.
He was done. So, yeah, that was me. That was me on the watch. I was like, damn.
Dude, it hurt. It hurt to see him lose, and then he was out for a while, and then they were saying like, he was injured, like they had to get people in to help. Now, of course, that was a work because of what was happening next. But, that was a hell of a moment. And I like the fact that he got so much of a spotlight, in this Elimination Chamber. So it was a heck of a showing for him. I love the teamwork between Johnny Gargano and Seth freaking Rollins. Yeah. You had it in the picture here as we were getting ready to come on live. Just seeing them work together. First, they started it off, which amazing. Those two one-on-one,
great chemistry.
Let me see more of that, please, and thank you, Papa H. And those are two of his sons too from NXT, so it makes a lot of sense that he's going to trust those two guys to get this started right. But then, you had them teaming up a bunch of times, and then they get to the top of one of the cells, and they're just sitting there. They're like, just like having a chat, just being cool, chill, and then start getting right back to work on each other. Like it was cool, man. Like just fun moments to be had for both of those guys.
See, I didn't say it. I didn't kind of see Logan does a better buckshot than Paige.
Oh, look, man. Hey, this is a no AEW zone. Okay, we don't talk about the other place. Not during WWE.
Solo!
There we go. Yes.
Damn it, Drew.
Every time somebody brings that up, the other place up, you got to hit the solo.
Oh, I did that for the watch along.
There we go.
I was like, come on. Damn it, Tim. He was like,
right.
Kept on bringing
Get on the same page.
Solo.
Oh, man, that's great. But, just heck of a showing by everybody here. Austin Theory, he was trying to, get people, like orchestrate people together. He was trying to get Johnny to work with him. He's like, hey, look, no one cares about you. No one cares about me. They don't care about him. All I'm singing, that's all it's about. The way. Remember the way. And John's like, yeah. And then super kicks his ass. That was great, man. Great moment there. And yes, the moment. So you have Montez. He's getting led out of the chamber. And okay, this is taking a while. I'm like, what's going on? Like, is Montez really like, what's happening? Like, I wasn't sure at first. But as it kept going, and I see Seth Rollins setting up for the curb stomp, I'm like, oh shit, man, this is probably the moment. And sure enough, dude, this bright yellow suit runs down. I'm like, I'm gonna ruin everything. Yeah. And I come down there and just, oh my God.
Logan Lariat.
The Logan Lariat, yes. Logan Lariat into a curb stomp onto Seth Rollins. Then Austin Theory, he does a smart thing. He does what anybody would do. He picks him up.
Let's go, Seth.
Town down. Right?
Let's go, Seth.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh man, I was so mad. I just looked like this dude. I just hate him. Now. Like, which is great. He's doing his job as a heel. I'm so glad that they turned him into a heel. Because, man, oh, man. It's so great that he's a heel because he's so good naturally as a heel. And now him and Logan Paul versus Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania is a thing. Like, that's a thing.
Not only a thing, it could possibly steal the show.
It could steal the whole show.
That is a real thing. That is a real thing.
Yeah.
Not only that's going to be a match, but possibly steal the freaking show.
Bro, man. This is crazy. This is the world we live in right now.
Logan Paul is annoyingly just too good at wrestling.
He's annoyingly good. Yes.
Just like you shouldn't be this good at wrestling.
Right.
Only being a year in the game.
If that, right, exactly, because he was at last year's Mania with the Miz, right?
With the Miz, yeah.
So yeah, basically not even a full year yet.
Not even a full year. Yeah,
he fought the Tribal Chief for the title already, and had a great match. It should be impossible. It really should be, but he's doing it. I mean, look, Bad Bunny, hey, he had a great showing, amazing. All love and shout out to him. Pat McAfee, great showings when he's been around, amazing. But this is different. What Logan Paul is doing right now is different. Damn.
I'm
Yes.
copy of that term, bro. Annoyingly good at wrestling.
Annoying.
Yes, it is. It grinds my gears. He's that good at wrestling. Like, fuck. And then you could possibly steal the show at WrestleMania. It's not fair, Logan. It's not fair.
Early candidate for, match at WrestleMania, dude. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Hey, remember 10 years ago with Logan Paul and Seth Rollins?
What could be even crazier too is there's a chance
with the Logan Lariat and did
there's a chance that Saturday main event they could decide, hey, let's go ahead and make Logan Paul and Seth freaking Rollins the main event. Like Logan Paul could main event WrestleMania. Like it could happen. Tribal Chief is going on last. Like, he's Sunday. Okay. But that Saturday show, that main event is up in the air. It could literally be anything. It could be Bianca, sure. It could be. It could be Charlotte and Rhea. It could be. But it could also be Seth freaking Rollins and Logan Paul. Last year, it wasn't a title match. The Logan Paul Lariat,
the
LPL. Yeah.
It's kind of catchy. I like that.
LPL. Yeah. Logan Lariat sounds really like
Logan Lariat.
It's just
Logan
so
Lariat.
Corny, but it's like
it got like a snap thing. Just Logan Lariat.
The Logan Lariat.
I'm gonna hit you with the Logan Lariat.
It's as about annoying as he is annoyingly good. Logan Lariat.
Yes, the Logan Lariat. Yes, it is the.
Oh man, yeah. That's imagine. You know what? And Seth has been talking about he wants the main event of WrestleMania. This might be the way they get him a main event. Is him and Logan Paul.
What?
He might do it.
Brother,
remember last year.
Brother, wait, hold on, wait.
Remember last year was Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. That was the main event.
It
wasn't a title match.
It was not.
It was Stone Cold versus. It was basically an attraction. The whole thing in the main event was an attraction. This right here is an attraction.
I can't even disagree with that. I want to so bad. I was like, God damn it,
I do too. It's making me mad.
My mouth. I'm just gonna shut it right now. Got nothing good to say.
Hey, if it's me, you give it to the ladies. Give it to Asuka, Bianca, or you give it to Rhea and Charlotte. Let them be the main.
Yes.
I would be.
That would be me.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking. That's what one of those matches get my vote. And actually, I might give it to Bianca and Asuka. Just because I feel like Bianca has been the most dominant female in the women's division. And besides the Tribal Chief, she's been the longest reigning champion. So, yeah, give her the Saturday main event against Asuka. Whoever wins, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a big moment anyway. So, yeah. Look, that's a little too close, man. We might have to hit the solo on this one. You know what?
Damn it, Drew! Damn it! Coming here with that. Trying to be slick.
Solo! Yep.
I'm going the roundabout way.
Solo!
No.
There we go. Laying down the law. Love it. All right.
There we go, yeah.
Well, hey, it's time for the main event.
Is it that?
Let's go.
Before I get the graph all set up for the main event, I got an awesome announcement to make, but not me. Let me show it for the people out there, for our lovely watchers, our viewers.
The Bloodline Entertainment Network. Find all your sports and wrestling entertainment needs in one place as we form a new network that features several different podcasts, watch-alongs, sports and entertainment shows, and much more. The Bloodline Entertainment Network debuts March 5th.
That's right.
If not for copyright,
go ahead. What you about to say?
If not for copyright, I feel like the perfect ender for that video should be Roman Reigns hitting the solo. I feel like there'd be some solo. Oh man!
But that's right. The Bloodline Network makes their official debut, going live for the watch along for AEW Revolution March 5th. But March 4th, we got a pre-launch party going down too. We're gonna party. Yeah, pre-launch party going down. Everybody's coming there. You're gonna see Circle of Debate, Top of Wrestling Talk, Wrestling DeLorean, the Tim King Show, the Universal Wrestling Podcast, and other great hosts is tagging along as well. So get ready for the Bloodline Network coming next week. Let's go.
Nice. And with us bringing up Bloodline, let's go ahead and talk about the leader of the Bloodline, the head of the table, the tribal chief, God mode himself, Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. Let's go. The guy who's getting ready to splinter the bloodline?
Don't you?
Well.
Yeah.
I mean,
that could happen. Long as he is
the cracks. Show you okay? So you okay with that?
I said I am fine, long as the end result of my tribal chief still standing tall, both for the titles. Maybe foreshadowing he'll take those 2 titles and meld them and come out with a new title, and he'll hold that new title for a year, and then let me stop. Let me stop. Man, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm really getting fantasy booking overload.
Yeah,
like Cody, I'm spazzing out.
Oh man, well let's talk about this match. Let's talk about Montreal, hometown of Sami Zayn. You know, his wife, his kids, his family, all there in attendance. Yeah. The crowd fully hyped for Sami Zayn. They were there SmackDown. They were hyped. They were chanting for Sami. They were singing his song. You know, then you get to the pay-per-view, and we had 5, which shout out to Papa H. I just realized we had a very NXT takeover type of pay-per-view. I'm sorry, premium live event.
There you go, sir.
PLE.
Right.
5 matches. Succinct. The other place can learn about that, Succinct.
Yeah, the other place.
The other place. Other place.
Say it.
Right. 5 matches. Man, that was great. That's great. And it was a nice, just the overall, this matchup was actually the longest of those matches. This match was actually longer than the both Elimination Chamber matches, which is wild. It's actually longer, if I'm doing the math right. Let's see. It's longer than, if you combine, no, it's about the same. I was going to say Edge, the mixed tag match, and the women's Elimination Chamber match is just barely longer than what this match was, right? Those 2 matches combined are about 33 minutes. This match went 32 minutes, 20 seconds. So they gave them time to work. They gave the match time to breathe, and it definitely deserved it. It definitely deserved that because of everything that went into this match, the long history of this match. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? What's going on? You know, the long history of Sami, within the blood for a year now. And just Roman feeling a certain type of way, the pain that he felt, trying to, inviting Sami into his family. He told his wife, "You got the clip. I know you're ready to put the clip out there." He wanted them to be like this.
I wanted this.
No, you didn't.
I wanted this.
Which I saw that said, Roman. First of all, stop looking at the man's wife. What you doing? Okay, the whole time from the opening bell. Well, not the opening bell, from the announcements.
The announcement.
Saying, yeah,
he starts swinging them titles.
That's your family right there. He's swinging his title. Don't be swinging your titles at another man's wife like that. What you doing, Roman? Come on, man. Shit, lucky Sami didn't haul off his Superman. His punch his ass right then and there.
Man, Man, Sami was hot. You saw he got in his face, and Tribal Chief played it off. He even blew him a kiss. He was like, getting all hot.
I love that. Sami was hype. Sami was so hype, man. He got in his face like, I'm going to take those titles. I'm going to get you. I'm going to put you down. Dude, love the energy. Love the energy. Love the love that they were showing, you know, to Sami. And just this match and the FU Roman chants were in full effect. But, hey, man, like we always do with these Roman Reigns matches, man. You go ahead and tell the story, man. Tell it from your perspective, man. What was your experience like watching this match?
This was the match of the night, match of the year candidate. This was professional wrestling right here. You got your face just backed by the crowd, local hero, Sami Zayn. You got the bad guy. Everybody hating. Tribal Chief just embracing all that. He came out first, which I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah,
he came out first too. Real brilliant, spot on. Thank you, Papa H. He came out there, and they just saying the "fuck you" chants coming out there
during the entrance.
Ole, 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 and you see the Tribal Chief looking at them. He was like, "I'm gonna teach them all. I'm reading his lips. I was like, "Oh shit, yeah." He was getting ready to be in God mode. All right, and then Sami came out. Yeah,
he was hyped. Let's go. Yep, we're singing the song. Hell yeah.
Hey man, what's the announcer's name? What's her name? I know that's Ricochet's fiance, but what's her name?
Oh yeah, I have to look it up. I don't know her name offhand.
Okay, all right. While you look that up, I'm just gonna give her kudos because she did a great job announcing, and I paid particularly to the main event the way she announced Sami Zayn and the Tribal Chief. It was just like it had importance. So shout out to the announcer.
Yeah, she reminds me, like Lillian Garcia, had like a great way about her too, like just the way that she did announcing. And listen, I'm gonna get her name too, but
let's get her name.
Just the way, the power of her voice and the way she does it. NXT's announcer too. She's really good as well. Yeah, she's really good too.
She's good.
Shout out to the ladies when it comes to the announcing. They're killing it right now.
They bring it. They definitely do the damn job. But like I said, man, this story was just professional wrestling. For the first 6, maybe 7 minutes.
Samantha Irvine.
Shout out to Samantha Irvine, fiance of Ricochet. Did a phenomenal job for this elimination takeover-like style card. Because that's what it was. Just the energy from the crowd, just the wrestling quality we got in this. It was just, and then the phenomenal main event, man. It was just, everything was just lined up perfect. And my Tribal Chief, and you saw what Sami and the Tribal Chief did together. They was just embracing, taking it all in. And I said this
4 minutes, 3 minutes.
I think it was longer than that.
It may have been 5. Yeah, maybe.
5, 6 minutes. Just looking around, embracing, just trying to just absorb it. And I said this on Ivor's show on Circle Debate on Sunday when we recap Elimination Chamber. I was like, man, I was getting WrestleMania 18 vibes. That main event, this, Hulk Hogan and The Rock, and then you saw when the crowd was going
Toronto,
crazy.
Right? I mean, that was Toronto.
Was that Toronto?
That was in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in Canada.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Canada brings it.
Crazy. Dude, they especially brought it for this match. I don't think it was one dead spot. Well, it was. It was one dead spot in that match. We're going to get to that. But the dialogue was unbelievable on point, especially for my Tribal Chief. He's in God mode, and you give this man the dialogue, the venom bars he was spitting to Sami Zayn's wife. He was like, I wanted to provide for you. I wanted you to bring in my family. I was like, bro,
what are we talking about, Roman? Hey man,
like, this dude is a menace, getting up to Sami Zayn's wife and his kids and his family. It's like, oh, this your family, I wanted this. And she was like, no, you didn't. No. Yeah, man. Even the element of having Sami Zayn's wife there too. I think it was just a perfect recipe for this excellent main event. And I love right up to the finish when a tribal chief got the 1, 2, 3, and it was silence. It was silence. I never thought in my lifetime that I would see, or not see, but hear a silent acknowledgement. I'm like, is that even a thing? Is that even possible? I can't even fathom that. But I saw it right there. That crowd was hot, loud, from bell to bell until the tribal chief gave that man a spear. 1, 2, 3, dead silent. Dead silent. I was like,
man, I love how you conveniently leave out what happened with Jimmy and Jay leading up to that. You just make it seem like the tribal chief went in there, handled all the booze, handled the FUs, smacked Sami around, told his wife this, and then spear 1, 2, 3, and that was the match. Oh man, but you keep going, man. You do you. This is your time. You focus on what you want to focus on, man. I'll fill in the gaps. Don't you worry.
Go ahead, fill in the gaps. But I'm just gonna say, I enjoyed my tribal chief performance. I enjoyed this performance overall, especially from Sami Zayn. He did get me to, faint a little bit, because that whole, I think he did the back suplex or exploding suplex. And then followed up with the Superman punch from Sami. And then after the Superman punch, it was a haluva kick. I was like, holy shit, what the hell am I saying? I couldn't fathom what I was saying. It was 1, 2. And the tribal chief, he is king god of the 2.9999. I'm like, oh my God.
That.
He's getting real good at that. I like blacked out for like 2.5 seconds right there, because I couldn't believe that almost happened. The tribal chief almost didn't get his shoulder up. Didn't even get his shoulder up, man.
Damn.
It's all right. WrestleMania though, he'll prevail. 1,000 days.
He'll do better. I don't know.
1,000 days.
I don't know, man.
1,000 days.
Cody's on a little bit a different level than Sami Zayn when it comes to. I'm just okay. Let's talk about this match. So I'm gonna focus on this.
Yeah.
We'll get to what's next. Okay. So you broke it down beautifully when it came to the entrances and the atmosphere and all that. So that's perfect. Definitely watching this match. I'll say from my experience, when I watched this match, I was nervous. I'm like, why am I so nervous? Because I predicted the tribal chief was gonna win this match. But there was something in the atmosphere, and I'm not even there. I can only imagine what it would have been like to actually be in that arena and feel that energy. At home, I felt like I could feel like a small piece of it, and it was making me nervous. I'm like, good Lord. Like, I threw away all logic of like Roman Reigns is going to win. It's going to be Roman and Cody. I threw away all that, and I just lost myself in the moment. I'm just watching this like a kid, like, wow, what's going to happen? Like, is Sami going to be able to pull this off? Is he going to be able to do that? His wife's there, his kids there, his family's there. Like, this was just one of those moments where, like you mentioned, that was a great analysis. The Rock and Hogan, and yes, it was in Toronto, the Sky Dome. Yeah. The two of them, when they had their moment, that face off, and you see the crowd, you feel the crowd going nuts. It's like, oh my goodness, like what is going to happen here? And Hogan basically was supposed to be a heel in this match, but that flipped completely, and the crowd was all behind Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He was their guy, and The Rock was the villain. So it was what it was. Here though was clear, everyone was behind Sami, and he and Roman just killed it. Like Sami was definitely the underdog, but you felt at many times like Sami held his own. And, you had Roman Reigns just like doing Roman Reigns does, man, talking his smack and, letting the people know, like, look, man, I'm going to show you, like, this, really? Him? This guy? So just beautiful storytelling. And watching Sami Zayn kick out of, spears, kick out of Superman punches, I was like, whoa, what is going on? And then on the flip side, too, you mentioned the part where when Sami did the Superman punch, I was like, oh, he just fucked up. Because usually when a wrestler does that, you start mocking the other wrestler's move. It's like, nah, it's curtains for you. Like you had John Cena mocking the people's elbow. And the Rock hits him with the rock bottom, Like it was one of those moments where like, Sami, stay focused. But he hit it. And I'm like, wait, what? Then he goes back and he hits the haluva kick. I said, oh, no. Are they doing it this way? Of course, Tribal Chief kicks out. I'm like, wow. And you can just see it. Sami's like, what do I have to do? Like, what do I have to do to get this guy out of there? And then the ref gets knocked out. And I'm like, oh, shit, shenanigans. Meanwhile, my heart is like pounding at this point. I actually stood up.
Ref bump.
I'm saying, you know what? I got to get a drink of water because my head's about to fall. I need to get some water. No cap. You can ask Kamal, ask my brother Ahmet, ask him. I just at this point, and I drank some coffee too and stuff, just because it was getting a little bit late.
So you was already
the caffeine,
jittery.
Right. And then the energy of this match. And then I'm like, I stood up. I was like, I gotta get some water. And I watched the rest of the match standing up because I'm like, this is a lot. So then, I'm watching this, and of course the referee gets knocked out. I'm like, oh shit, and here comes Jimmy. And I was like, fuck, like Jimmy's gonna, be the reason why, whatever. But then you get the moment with Jay showing up. Roman Reigns has a chair, and he's about to crush Sami's skull. And then here comes Jay Uso in between Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. I couldn't believe it. I had a feeling something like that could happen. Obviously, I think we all anticipated, when is Jay going to show up? Is it going to be during the match, after the match? When's it going to happen? The fact that he stood in front of Roman Reigns during the match and stopped him from using that chair, bro. And then the conversation between the two of them going it wasn't even a conversation. It was Roman Reigns asking him, where the hell you been? And what are you doing right now? And here, take this chair.
Take the chair.
Hit this man. And it was the same exact pose, everything.
Stop turning your back, Tribal Chief.
Yeah. Can your man learn from his mistakes? See, this was going to get him against Cody Rhodes. He doesn't learn from his mistakes. He keeps making the same damn mistakes. Dude,
I told you,
his back.
No more locked doors.
Right, exactly. Jay's looking at him. I'm like, Jay, there's no way they're going to have him do the same thing Sami did. But damn. Like that moment, the shot of him looking at him, and I feel like for a split second, the Tribal Chief did think about like he looked back and he probably had PTSD. Then he took the chair away from Jay, and then he muffed Jay in the face. Right? He muffed him like, "What you do? What you doing?"
Muffed him
I'm
again.
like, and you can see Jay get mad. You can see Jay get like you got about 2 more times. You got 2-3 more times to do this before I snap on you right here. I'm trying to contain myself. And then Sami Zayn accidentally spears Jay, which I'm like, oh, shit, here it goes. And that led to the finish. Spear from Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns retains. Jay's gone. It's what it is. And then Roman Reigns, he's doing the beatdown on Sami Zayn. And then you have KO show up. And then KO comes down, saves Sami, sort of. Part of me was like, well, you could have came out earlier, KO, when all the mess was going on, but KO cleaned that up on Raw, saying, look, man,
yeah, you did.
You stood there that whole time when he was doing all that bullshit to me. You did nothing. So I didn't go out there for you. I went out there for me. I went out there for your family, because while my family had to sit there and watch me get destroyed by the Bloodline while you stood there, I felt like I didn't need to let your family sit there and go through the same thing. So it was for them, it was for me, but it wasn't for you. I told your ass back in September, I said, I didn't want to see you. I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore, and I don't feel any differently. I've been fighting the Bloodline by myself. You know what? I'll continue to fight the Bloodline by myself. And I said, oh, shit, that's some real shit right there. Like, done. Like KO has said his piece, and yeah, it could still end up being a tag match, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like the way they're telling the story,
work to do. Yeah,
they've got some work to do to get back to get like this.
Yes,
to get like this,
like this,
like this. They got some work to do, And then you got tonight, which that's a whole nother thing. You saw all of the segments there, but just to let you know, Paul Heyman let Jimmy know. He said, "Hey, I got a text message from the Tribal Chief. Tribal Chief saying, look, you need to handle this shit with Jay tonight, or when I'm there next week in person, I'm going to handle this shit with Jay for you." Like, so one way or another, this shit's getting handled. Either Jimmy handling it with Jay, or the Tribal Chief's going to handle that shit with Jay. So, Jay goes out there, man. Like, look, if you ain't here, I know you watching, like, you not back, but I need to know what's going on, yada, yada. Here comes Hoodie Sami Zayn comes out, crowd going is crazy, like, oh shit, Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso in the ring together. And Jimmy's like, or Sami is like, hey, You know, like you had my back before anybody else did, before Jay. You know, when Paul Heyman was shooing me out of the locker room and nobody wanted me, it was you. You know, you were my dog. We were dogs.
Yeah.
We were dogs, you know?
Yep.
So, you know, that when it came down to it, you didn't hesitate. You were the one that actually didn't hesitate and super kicked me in the face. That shit hurt. And then, you know, you got Jimmy saying, bro, you so selfish. Like, you selfish. Like, you had a choice. Like, you pulled the trigger. You betrayed us. Like everything he was saying was from the heart, and you could feel it. And you could see Jimmy just physically angry, saying, like, dude, like, basically shut your mouth. Like, I don't want to hear nothing from you. You a traitor, and you betrayed the tribal chief. You betrayed the family. You betrayed Jay. You betrayed me. You betrayed the tribal chief. And he said all that shit with his chest. And I'm like, okay, you know, like, look, you can't say that he doesn't believe what he's saying. He's just not like some robot, like doing what Roman Reigns wants him to do. He felt that shit at that moment, but then Sami clapped back with, yeah, but you know, with this dude, you know, Roman Reigns, like, he's manipulating you and he's making you have to prove yourself. He's always giving you these tests to have to prove your loyalty. Like, if your brothers, if your family doesn't make you do that. Family doesn't make you prove your loyalty every time you guys show up to a show on SmackDown or Raw, wherever, you're having to prove yourself. Like, what's that all about? Then here comes Jay. Jay's at the steps. They both look up like, okay. And Jay just standing there like, you know, just stoic. It was just that Jay's killing it with this, man. Like, I don't know where this man's mind is at right now, but he's killing it. And then Jimmy takes the opportunity, throat punches Sami Zayn. They go back and forth. Sami Zayn haluva kicks Jimmy, and Jay is just kind of standing there watching it. Solo comes in. He didn't do nothing. He could at any point. Jay could have said, okay, I'm coming down here. You know, I'm stopping one or the other, but no, he just said nope. And he's at the barricade. Sami Zayn sees Solo. He says, shit, I don't want another Solo. Fuck that. So, you know, he slips out the ring, goes over the barricade. But it was interesting. You saw Jay and Sami on the outside, on the outside of the barricade, and you see Jimmy with Solo in the ring. I feel like that's foreshadowing going on. Maybe that we could end up getting, and this is, you know, this is fantasy booking a little bit, but Jay and Sami teaming up potentially against Jimmy and Solo. And that seems to be where this may be going, because Jay, the fact that he didn't stop Sami or jump Sami right after that haluva kick to Jimmy says a lot. You know, and there was a moment they actually made it a point to say, look at this glance that Jay and Sami gave each other on the outside. You know, they showed that. I'm like, oh, they're really highlighting this. So overall, I think they're doing a great job with keeping us guessing, because, you know, so many people believe it's going to be Sami and KO, which it could, you know, against the Usos. It could happen. But then you got the whole thing with Jay, which I feel like, and I said this before, I said, if they just had Jay going back to the bloodline after all this, I feel like the story kind of flawed, because with everything that Jay is doing now, you know, number one, he did not know that Sami was going to turn. So for him to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and you know, rejoin them, and again, no consequences from the tribal chief. No, there's got to be consequences for all this.
No consequences?
There has to be consequences. There is no coming back from this without some kind of beatdown or something coming to Jey Uso.
I know what's going to happen.
The bloodline. Solo! Look, which to me, Jay is out, right? I think the cleanest way to do this is Jay is out the bloodline, because this is insubordination on another level for the tribal chief and him showing loyalty. Like, they were calling you for weeks before that tag team match and you didn't show up. Bro. Then you show up in Montreal and you stop the tribal chief from using the chair. Now you got your brother Jimmy getting haluva kicked by the dude who caused all this mess, and you're just standing there watching? Nah. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're done.
You still ain't staying in contact too? Like Jimmy said, yeah, after we had the match, I still didn't talk. I'm like, bro, for real?
Right.
What?
Right. Like, lying. And then you got Sami acknowledging Jay, and Jay just took it and dapped him up. No. There's no coming back. Solo! Right.
Goddamn Solo.
He's out. Solo is from the elders, so that's a whole different relationship.
Yes.
He's there. He's with the tribal chief. But Jay, nah, you're out. Jay is out. Jay is out the bloodline, and I don't know if they say, hey, Jay's going to be there for
his baby
What's
brother.
that?
I said, would Jay get soloed by his baby brother?
You think, like Jimmy taking out Jay?
No. Solo's going to take out
Jay. Oh, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Okay.
I think the real question is about Jimmy and Jay. Like, what do they do with that? Like, are they actually going to fight each other? Or is the emotion of, like, they're twins, they're brothers, they, like, feel each other's pain? Everything that Jimmy was saying to Jay, like, I know you're hurting, and when you hurt, I hurt. Would that lead Jimmy to then side with Jay eventually? And it's just going to take more time for Jimmy to get there.
Yeah. Man, I've never
There's
seen the Usos at odds. Yeah, it's a lot to unpack. Shout out to the WrestleBread, to JD, because that's what she wants. She wants Usos versus Usos. She wants that down to her core.
What's up, JD?
So what you mentioned about if it could be setting up Usos versus Usos, I don't know. I don't even know how would that look like. Because they never fought each other, right?
No, I don't think so. Maybe early in their careers where they it's funny, I got the match going on my TV right now, and the part where he does this just showed up. So it's just perfect. Yeah. Right. But no, I don't think they've ever. I mean, look, I mentioned Civil War, and I say, hey, you split this thing up. You got Bloodline Red and Bloodline Black. You go ahead and make that happen. They already got the t-shirts printed with it being him and Paul Heyman, and yeah, we could just go ahead and add Solo to that shirt.
Yeah,
but then have Sami Zayn with the Usos on the other side, because I feel like something's still there with Sami still being somewhat. He's not a member of the Bloodline, but the connection with Jay and him saying he acknowledges Jay, it's almost like they're trying to set up like Jay is gonna like have his own thing. So yeah, Jay is the new tribal chief.
Hey, man, no, it's only one tribal chief head of the table.
I acknowledge you, Jay.
Non-believer. Just non-believer.
He was standing there looking real regal, like he was at the top of the steps. Like,
one day he will make you a believer. One day, this guy, he will make you a believer. Maybe WrestleMania will become a believer. You'll see the light. You finally see the light. He was like,
oh,
there's no one else. There's no one else. I don't know.
Hey, man, look. The light I'm gonna be seeing is all the fireworks and pyro going, and Cody being like, "Whoa!"
Tribal chief.
Oh,
fireworks!
Man.
Whatever new pose he's gonna have with the title,
like
that. We're gonna have like that up real close. Whatever new pose he's gonna have, man.
Oh man.
Yep.
Well, here we are.
He might be by himself. He might be by himself, and that he might symbolize. All right, I'm gonna take the two titles, make him into one now. Since I'm only by myself in this bloodline.
No,
carry
he's
it
not
for
doing
another
that.
year.
We're getting a new title,
WrestleMania
right?
40, and then Seth Rollins, you get your main event with the Tribal Chief. There we go, Seth Rollins.
Oh man,
WrestleMania 40. It is
look all the way to WrestleMania. No, I'm gonna tell you right there. The hard deadline for this is SummerSlam. SummerSlam is the hard deadline for the Tribal Chief. So then he would be at his 1,000 days, and that's it. Like, so there ain't no more after that.
So that 1,000 days is on the table, huh? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying, look, my predictions are going to be at WrestleMania, and I watched this build up real close, but I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling some Cody Rhodes potentially doing this, man. Like, if you ask me right now who I think is going to win this, dude, you already know. I got this already.
When it comes to the big events, you always go with the opposite side. You just don't want to.
But I'm telling you, with this one, the story, finish the story. You know it. If this was anybody but the Tribal Chief, you'd be saying, "Oh yeah, this is Cody Rhodes."
No.
Really? Seriously. If it wasn't the Tribal Chief, if it was anybody else, you would say, come on, if it was Brock Lesnar right now versus Cody Rhodes, you'd say it was Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like this is all the perfect buildup for Cody Rhodes to go there. Like Dusty means to them all in WWE, you know, and Triple H too, being the person booking this, and Triple H and Dusty's relationship in NXT. There's just so much. Wait. Did he just come in? Is this just happening now?
This just happened now. Yep. Johnny just came in. Wish me a happy birthday, but spelled my name wrong, Johnny. I'm real particular about my way why my name is spelled. Devin. Oh, it's Devon. Oh, it's Devon, not Devin.
That's true. It is Devon.
When I see the O, it's you know what? We're gonna do this right first. We're gonna do this right, Johnny, since you came in the chat. So we're gonna do this right. So here you go, Johnny.
You there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me. Solo!
There we go. Oh, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, John.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, man. So, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. But I'm all in on the story now. I'm loving the fact that the crowd seems to be all in as well for Cody versus Roman. There isn't a sense of, okay, we're going to hijack the show and try to make it be Sami. Sami has another purpose, it seems. I feel like Papa H is taking care of Sami in the way that, okay, he's not the guy to take the title off of him, but he may be the guy to officially break this team up, to bring down the bloodline.
That's cool. You can have that. Break up the bloodline. Don't care.
Damn, no loyalty to the bloodline?
Oh well, to bloodline.
Whoa.
Well, hold on.
I don't think the tribal chief would
the bloodline.
He may hit the solo on you for that.
Wait, no, not me.
Solo.
No, not me. Definitely loyal to the Bloodline podcast. Let's get that out.
No, of course. That's what we're talking about right now.
I know.
We're talking about the Usos. We're talking about Solo. He gives a damn about the bloodline.
Okay, yeah, that's cool, but he is #forever champ. So if you need to break this up so he can still continue to be the #forever champion, so be it. It is decided.
So all that loyalty that you want from Sami Zayn, and at the end of the day, you don't give a damn about them staying together. So what's the point? So Sami was right.
Sami was right about what? Just
you're saying that, okay, it's all about Roman Reigns, that, you know, whatever happens to the bloodline is whatever. So if there's that lack of caring about, you know, the other members of the bloodline, why should any of them want to stick around? Because who cares? It's not about us. It's about this dude anyway.
Well, first of all, hold on. Everything was fine before we got this traitor that infiltrated the bloodline group and then turned on the tribal chief. Before that, I was all about the bloodline. Yeah, bloodline this, bloodline that, tribal chief.
Okay, now he's out. But you're still saying what you're saying.
But everybody's trying to foreshadow, saying, "Hey, the bloodline's going to break up." I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Jimmy
There's a
doesn't believe
possibility.
that. Solo don't believe that. Paul Heyman don't believe that.
I'm just seeing what I see on TV. I saw the T-shirt, and usually he comes out. It's all about the bloodline. All right, the Oliver relevancy. He always got that. He had the T-shirt.
Man.
He had the Paul Heyman with the bloodline. Everybody, but this T-shirt he had, it was just himself and Paul Heyman.
Right, and which
interesting.
You right, but
oh man, it's up to the tribal chief. If he decides if he wants to blow this up, I have to back my tribal chief behind that. All right, if he wants to keep this together, he wants to do this, then I'm with that as well. But if you got to blow this shit up because people he got some trust issues, rightfully so. Yeah, man, kick him out. Jay Uso, man, what's that all about? What you gonna shake up with him for? Gonna shake up with the traitor for like that?
Look, I get. Let me just play devil's advocate here. All right, let's say I co-sign with the Sami Zayn thing and he's out, fine, trader, whatever. And Jay has made his decision, cool. But Jimmy has shown loyalty. Jimmy did not hesitate. And Solo didn't hesitate. So why is it okay to just throw them to the side when those two have shown loyalty?
Because the tribal chief brought a good point up. Because I questions Jimmy loyalty at times. Like, I know you're loyal to your brother. That I know.
With Sammy's point. Sami said you always have to prove your loyalty week in and week out.
But are you loyal to the bloodline? No, I saw.
But what is it going to take?
Solo, I'm not worried. Solo's he's good. He's a made man.
Oh man,
he'll be with the bloodline.
No,
Jimmy, I don't know. He might even turn on.
Hey, and honestly, what you're really telling me is KO was right. Because KO basically said, hey, man, you need to turn on them. Like, if I was you, I would turn on them before they turn on you. Because eventually, look, this isn't going to last. They're never going to be this way. And it's all about this man. It's all about him. It's not about the bloodline. And look, what are we talking about? Roman has said it. We. How many times has he told that to them? We. Ain't no we. No we in this. He and Sami Zayn, they lost the tag team match. I didn't lose anything. He lost. Like,
damn right.
So he's never been a team player. So if you're on a team with a guy who's not a team player, why should you be loyal to that dude? If you're out for yourself, I'm gonna be out for myself too.
Because the bloodline's not a team; they're a family. That's a difference.
Wait, that's worse. That's worse. That bond is supposed to be thicker. It's a thicker bond than team. It's even worse.
That's why you should fall in line, but look, people ain't following in line.
Look, we've been doing this for a long enough time for me to understand that all you're doing here is just continuing to say the same thing and back him no matter what. I've been through this with Adam Cole, and now I'm going through it again with the Tribal Chief. It don't matter. You're going to say whatever you got to say to back up Roman Reigns, and that's fine. But I just need to make sure that I represent the side of just pure logic that says, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Wait a
represent
minute.
That. Represent that side.
Yeah.
Side.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And that side, hey, all you need to know is come WrestleMania, when Cody Rhodes
that's not pure
is out there.
That's not pure logic.
And he grabs those champions. Oh, the logic is there, sir. This story that they're telling, WrestleMania is all about dreams coming true. It's all about and dreams. Yeah, the American dream. Dusty Rhodes, the father of Cody. Cody going to WrestleMania, fulfilling this destiny that he has, where he gets to become what his father never could in WWE/WWF. Like the love that they all have for Dusty, the pure, like you hear it in everyone's voice that they talk. Paul Heyman said it.
Yeah.
Hey man, like when Cody was bringing up Dusty's like, you son of a bit, like, man, like
you're good.
You're good. Because that pulls at the heartstrings of everybody in that building. Yeah. Like that man meant so much. And this is his son. He left, did his thing at the other place, came back, and been back. This is a year now of Cody Rhodes, fully a year of being in WWE. This is the anniversary of him coming back. I mean,
about to cash in on the Tribal Chief.
On the Tribal Chief. If there's anybody that, because we've already exhausted Sami, Uso had his chance to do this as well too, and he didn't do it in the very beginning. There's been pretty much everybody has had their chance to do this. Brock Lesnar tried and failed. So many people. At this point, this juncture, the man that they would say, hey, for his first championship, not just like, okay, this is somebody who's been champion before, whatever. If he doesn't win, at least, he's been champion before. He's been in the main event of WrestleMania before. He's done this, been there, done that. It won't hurt him. He won't lose. No, this is Cody Rhodes. This is the guy. This is like the politician. This guy is helping produce documentaries now for them. This is the guy who is Mountain Dew, man. This is that dude.
Just because he has a great sales pitch, he's great at marketing, he's great at branding.
Maybe you missed the first 10 minutes of what I just said, but that was the crescendo to the whole story that is Cody Rhodes and this return. This man tore his pec for this company and wrestled with that torn pec.
Great.
I mean, look,
make a video package out of it, but that don't mean you get to cash in on the tribal chief.
It's about the legacy. It's about the story. It's about that WrestleMania moment, what it means for Cody Rhodes, what it means for WWE. The way that this man is presented right now, he's the one. Like, he is the one. He is that dude. It makes so much sense for him to be that dude. Now, again, we're not doing WrestleMania predictions, so I'm going to say this. There is a deadline for the Tribal Chief, and that deadline is SummerSlam, all right? The hard deadline for all of this is SummerSlam, believe me, all right? It is over, because the one thing that I'll give you is this, all right? This is the one thing that I think it was brought up somewhere, but I'm going to just bring it up here, that when it comes to what the plans may have been before with The Rock, and if you think about it, okay, if it was going to be The Rock and the Tribal Chief was going to win that, right? And if you think of Cody as a fill-in for that match, then it's going to be Roman Reigns winning that match,
of course,
right? Because if that was the plan, and if that they're just saying, hey, let's just throw Cody in there because he's the next guy that makes sense since we couldn't get The Rock anyway, right? And so you push it to 1,000 days because that was what the plan was, for him not to go against somebody that was like this kind of a threat. Because The Rock isn't the same kind of threat that Cody was. The Rock, no one would have believed The Rock was going to win that match for the title. No way. No way. Maybe. 0% chance. Maybe. He's in Hollywood. No.
Yeah. They could have made it believable the way they tell the story.
You would have stood, if that match would have been made, you would have been here saying 0% chance. You would have put.
Well, I feel like that for every opponent, for the trial. Well, except for Seth, I give him at least a percentage, but everybody else is 0. Everybody else is 0.
Yeah, but I guess what the point I'm making is, because you're trying to say now, maybe no, Rock would have been 0%, just like everybody else. Okay, so, but even more so, the fact that this dude he's not even, you can't even call him part-time. Like, he's just never around. Period. Like, he's doing other things, man. He's done. He's basically retired. So, but Cody is a guy that's there now that they're presenting in this way that it's just the emotional attachment to this championship is there. The family, the legacy, like, it's all there. His story, leaving, coming back, just, gosh, tearing his pec. Like, everything that happened, this is as storybook as it gets for WrestleMania. The boyhood dream. Like, there is so much to this for this dude. Kevin Owens, you could say, yeah, KO, they tried to do this thing with him, but you know what? KO was a champion before. This wasn't his first title. This was another championship for KO. And he was one of the best guys that they had at that time. Cool. Brock Lesnar. Yeah, this is the guy that Roman Reigns had problems with before, but you know what? Brock and Roman, they've been at this. If Brock loses, who cares? It is what it is. Drew McIntyre had his run during the pandemic. He had it. It wasn't like this was the first time Drew McIntyre was going to be champion. Like, he's been champion before. Like, everybody that Roman has.
But we got a brief story with Seth Rollins. I don't see why we cannot come back to that.
Well, you could, but I mean, at this point, it's all about the moment, right? The moment is, and even with Seth Rollins, I would say this. I think Roman Reigns wins that match. I don't think Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns for the title, because the whole story right now is Roman Reigns can't beat Seth Rollins. Like, it's not that Seth Rollins has to overcome Roman Reigns. It's the other way around.
Yeah, I know.
So that's a little bit different. That I feel like I would give Seth Rollins less of a chance, because I truly believe the next time those two guys face, Roman Reigns will finally get his win over Seth Rollins. What could happen is Roman and Seth in the main event, and then Roman finally beats Seth Rollins for the first time in his career. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Oh, WrestleMania 40? Yeah.
At any main event, WrestleMania, they want to do.
You know what? I'll put it out there. I'm just saying, because I always said, like, when it comes to Seth, I always give him a chance to beat my tribal chief. Like, WrestleMania 40, he could lose it to Seth, and then, he could set up for get his get back to finally get that win. All right, and it doesn't necessarily need to be for the title too. If Seth doesn't have the title anymore by the time they want that rematch, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you don't want no more days, Johnny. You don't want no 1,000 days for your tribal chief, Johnny. You want the nightmare to end, Johnny.
It's interesting because they really did highlight the 900. Like, okay, this was a big deal that he hit the 900. So I don't. This 1,000 days that you keep bringing up, I don't know if they would that 1,000 days over Cody Rhodes winning at a Mania, especially when Cody Rhodes has already been hurt. And it's like, okay, do we waste this moment for a guy like Cody, you know, where he could be crowned champion for the first time in his career and have this emotional moment and end the reign of Roman Reigns and have that be the way that he gives the Rhodes family
and then
the championship that they've never had?
And then what? And
Bruh.
then what?
Oh,
you heard
stop
what Paul Heyman told him.
Oh, you're going to use that. Paul Heyman, oh, man, you're going to be on the road and you're going to be away from your daughter. And, oh, you know.
He broke it
Roman
down.
Reigns happily married
He said 242 days.
I'm not going to say
another 30 plus
that
days.
Roman Reigns is going to try to sleep with my wife. But you know what? I'm not a happily married man. Get out of here, Paul Heyman. Brady don't want to know with you, first of all, so stop it. Stop it. Ain't nobody try. That was so lame. I'm sorry. The way that Paul Heyman broke that down was lame. I'm like, really? It seemed like Paul just didn't have any ideas, and he just came up with some ECW promo that he had cut from like 25, 30 years ago. Like, leave that. No, that did not fit in the story at all. That was
got
weird.
the Cody, though. Evidently, it got the Cody. That man was like, reboot. Computer system.
He had to react to it, you know, but I don't know. That was cringe, man.
What's going on, bro? What's wrong with you?
That
You're supposed to be the
thing
champion. The guy that's you're really grinding my gears.
Oh, you're going to talk about facial expressions to say this guy should be the... I gave you the world.
You goddamn right.
Your guy.
You goddamn right. Got the best facial expressions. Just memes for days. Memes for days.
That's the champion. I gave you the world. Stop it.
Man, that's my tribal
Leave
chief,
a man's
man.
facial expressions alone.
That is my tribal chief all day, every day. Don't forget that.
Oh man, this is gonna be a fun road to WrestleMania. I think didn't Cody say, "Hey man, next time don't send Paul Heyman. I want to see you." So maybe on Raw we get to see some kind of face to face. Hopefully, maybe happens at SmackDown. I don't know, but I would love to see this happen on Raw. Just make it happen.
They are building it up though. They're building up to the face off. I feel that.
Yeah,
good slow pace. I like it.
Let's just fast forward to WrestleMania. Let's just do this.
So why you so in a rush to be disappointed?
Because, you know,
know what's gonna happen.
We're there. I'm excited.
That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
The GOAT.
What do you mean? What did that have to do with me saying I'm excited for WrestleMania?
Because you're so in a rush for just to be disappointed. You already know what's gonna happen. Why are you so in a rush to get there?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You know what? You pushing me to go ahead and make a prediction.
Go ahead, then. Go and make your prediction. Go and put it on there. Go and put it on wax so I can say it is decided after.
Come on, man. Here we go. Come on, sing the song. Sing the song, Devin. You know you want to.
By the way, he was playing this during our pregame. So yeah, I said, get it out. Get it out of your system. Get it all out. Get it all out. He was literally doing that.
Yeah, come on.
He was lip singing, doing all of this.
Here, to blow. To start the show. This is the best part right here. Come on, crowd. Do it. Come on.
Everybody get in. Come on, girl.
Wow. Yes. This. Prepare to hear this more and more, especially WrestleMania Sunday with the confetti and the pyro and Brandy, his beautiful wife, coming out there in the middle of the ring to celebrate him achieving the American dream, the American nightmare, with the American dream fulfilled at WrestleMania. And Roman Reigns looking up, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. I gave you all the world.
All I'm saying, you got a Thanos clip in your future, sir. You got a Thanos clip in your future. Oh, I can't wait till we get to WrestleMania. I'm like, what happened?
Ooh.
What happened, huh?
Whoa.
The nightmare has to end at WrestleMania. I can take another year of Roman as champion. He's been champion since 2020, damn it. Yes, and I love every
He's been champion since 2020.
Every second of it.
Hey, man, well deserved. This reign he's had, well deserved. And I told you already.
This is a monumental reign.
Sometimes I feel like, maybe I'm just caring more for the well-being of Roman Reigns, the person, more than you are, sir, right now, because I just want the man to get some rest. He's had 3 straight years of this. 3 straight years. Oh, my goodness. Let the man rest. He's tired. You can see the way he's spit dribbling out his mouth solo to where he's crying.
Well, tell him to lose. Tell him to lose to a pin. Tell him to take a pin. Then he can rest. But evidently, he don't want to rest. He don't want to rest.
WrestleMania is 5 weeks away, sir. I'm tired of hearing Baron Corbin say he's the last. He's not going to be the one to say that soon. In 5 weeks, it won't be Baron Corbin anymore. It's going to be Cody Rhodes.
It will continue to be Baron Corbin. It'll continue. Monday Night Raw.
Look,
I'll be like, for the
record,
record,
Tribal Chief, you can't have Baron Corbin going around saying he's the last person to pin you. I'm sorry. No.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, bro, he's going to have to shut that shit up soon.
You have to shut him up.
Yeah, talking about this. Gonna come after him.
That's enough.
What's up, David? Shout out to David in the chat. Dude. What up, man?
Yeah, man. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait for Mania. So, we're pretty much at the end of the show. Next week, I know last week we talked about doing an episode about transitional champions. Yeah. We're gonna say that for next week. This week, we kept it to Elimination Chamber. We had a lot of fun talking about that, and we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. So, yes, just cannot wait, excited. But do you have anything else to say before we wrap the episode?
Hashtag forever champion. 1,000 days for my tribal chief. Head of the table for all you non-believers and you Cody believers who's just all caught up in the Cody momentum. Cody, he's gonna do it. He believes in Mountain Dew. He says it's damn good. Cheese and crackers, y'all.
Cheese and crackers. Get the babies. Yes. Oh, man. Well, that does it. Before we go, so also, I think is it today or yesterday? I think it was yesterday was your birthday officially, right?
That's right. Yesterday.
Okay. Yesterday. So, happy belated birthday to our one, Devin, the Tribal Chief for the Clark Street Wrestling Podcast. I salute you, sir. Happy birthday.
I got you, Spencer. I got you with the solo, even during the closeout. I got you, Spencer.
Solo!
Shout out to Spencer, one of the pillars in the Clark Street Wrestling community.
I'm glad that Roman Reigns is still champion for your birthday. And I want you to enjoy, as a gift to you, sir, I want you to enjoy the 5 weeks left of his title reign.
Oh, now I wear my Tribal Chief shirt too. Tribal Chief of Podcast. Look at that. Yeah. They would not
but it's all love, man. Like I said, happy birthday. And yeah,
appreciate it.
Let's sign out the show as we always do. You know what time it is. Devin, please tell the people where they can catch us.
Yes, all the time. I'm going to let you know where you can find the podcast for your pleasure, of course. And I want to thank all the people like my brother from another mother, Hafeez, the Nigerian Nightmare, the Messiah Podcast, and let me know all the happy birthday, good wishes, messages, DMs, birthday posts, Facebook, all that. I appreciate the love. Thank you out there. Thank you for all the love and support. I appreciate it very much. And of course, yes. And don't forget the big announcement that we just dropped during this episode. Bloodline Network going live March 5th. Pre-launch party March 4th. And here's a little preview of the party.
This. I prefer that special announcement then the other place is special announcement. I'm gonna just say that right now. That other place with their special announcement, I'm sorry. Don't nobody give a shit about that. But this right here, that was live. That was lit. I love it. Hey, that's right. That's a special announcement, damn it. That's a special announcement. You can go ahead and hit me with the solo because I know I'm subtle. I'm skirting. Hit me with the solo for that.
Damn, man,
Tony Khan,
no,
no,
right
that
there, you
announcement,
knew it.
no.
Oh, damn it, Hafeez.
Solo!
But I'm using that to put over Bloodline Network.
All right, well, yeah. But still.
Solo!
Yes. You saw the video, March 4th, next Saturday, pre-launch party, happening on the Bloodline YouTube channel, and a lot of other channels too. We're gonna make this the biggest thing you ever saw. So, man, get ready for that. Can't wait. And of course, you can always follow the Carson Wrestling Podcast on a lot of social media platforms. We got Instagram, we got TikTok. TikTok. 5 weeks, Devin, TikTok.
Whoa!
Solo!
Anyways, we got Twitter, Facebook. Shout out to the Facebook community, to the pillars. Christopher, Christian, Spencer. We see you in the chat right now. Appreciate you coming through, engaging with us. But yes, man, if you want to have a good time in the Clarksville Wrestling community, we got a lot of live weekly discussion threads, Monday Night Raw, for Tuesday Night SmackDown, and of course, on Thursday, we do Impact now. Yes, the second best wrestling promotion. The second best wrestling promotion when it comes to storytelling, all right? The second best wrestling promotion. And of course, tonight, we did have for Thursday, but for Friday night SmackDown, yes. Wednesdays, we got our cousin channel Facebook group, Top of Wrestling Talk. They handle that thread on AEW for Wednesdays. That's the only time I'm going to mention that. All right.
We got to hit the solo. No, hit the solo.
Solo!
That is solo me. But you know what? When AEW first started,
I wanted this.
that was true. We wanted this.
Jesus. Oh man.
All right, you can find the audio version, the video version, like this portion of the podcast, live version, ClarkStreetWrestling.com, ST for the abbreviation. We will have all your podcast audio needs, and like I said, video, and of course merch. Like you get the shirt right here, Tribal Merch of Podcasting. Yes, get this merch right here, or you get the Messiah of Podcasting as well. Yes. Or this shirt right here, Clark Street Wrestling, our logo. Or get down there in Australia, down there in Niger, get your ass off that hot ass sand and get your Clark Street Wrestling beach towel.
Get your beach towels.
Yes. It is an awful look, a horrible look when you got hot ass sand on your ass because you didn't have a Clark Street Wrestling beach towel. So get it, all right? So you up here, up north, it's cold as hell, 25 degrees.
Snowing.
Might be warm up a little bit tomorrow, but still, it's hoodie weather.
You know what? In Cali, it's snowing too, actually.
Cali
right now. I saw snow. Cali.
I know you out there in Cali, man. Let me know if you're still in the chat, bro. Is it snowing out there? Is it cold? Is it frigid? Bro, let me know. Let me know.
The news was showing snow, man. I said, what? In Cali?
Well, out there in Cali too, get your Clark Street Wrestling hoodie. Stay warm. Stay twisty. Yes. ClarkStreetWrestling.com/store for your pleasure. It is decided. 1,000 days, here we come. Whoa! Oh no, North Cali, but where I'm at is rain. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I saw it. Said, what? Cali? But you good, Ivan. Good, you good. All right, that's gonna do it for this show, this episode, this Elimination Chamber recap. The road to WrestleMania has begun.
Yes.
5 weeks. Let's go. For Devin, I'm Hafeez. Catch you guys next time. Peace.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Clark Street Wrestling Podcast. Hey, you know what? It's Tribal Chief Day. Get them ones up, especially get them up for fees. Let them know. Ain't gonna be no 5 weeks. 5 weeks and counting until we keep on getting to 1,000 days. 1,000 days for fees. Say 1,000 days so it could just enter in his mind. As he's dreaming, it could just seep into his mind. 1,000 days.
Sammy having a pep rally. You know, we gonna pep up Cody Rhodes.
Go ahead and do that and see what happens. Go ahead and get everybody get pissed off. I hope you rant. I hope you rant on our post show. Because I thought this should have been Cody. I should have been Cody. Then who else? I don't know. All I know, my tribal chief is still standing tall. I don't worry about those problems like you. I'm problem free. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why I continue to love my tribal chief.
I'm enjoying the story. Hey, all I'm saying is I'm enjoying the story. It's not a problem. I'm just looking for somebody to finish it.
Hey, cool. Cody can finish it on his back, looking up at the tribal chief. Do it real slow too for Cody.
Ooh, man, that pyro budget better be ready to go come WrestleMania for Cody Rhodes. That's all I gotta say.
Circle debate.
Blow that budget.
Debate coming soon. We're gonna lock this down. We're gonna get this together. I swear we're gonna get this together. Especially we're part of the same network now. We're Bloodline Network brothers now. All right, we're gonna definitely get this together. All right. And Top of Wrestling Talk, Bruce. We gonna do this debate. I'm somewhat not feeling it right now because it's that guy against this guy. That guy and that other company, that small pond over
that other place.
Yeah, the other place, CFL, you know, not even XFL, CFL. XFL is better. They got better rules. See what they doing right now? NFL can learn
Actually not
something.
bad.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3 point convert. Okay. Hey, not bad. But Bruce, that's coming. All right, get ready for it. All right, Circle of Debate, Top of Wrestling Talk, debate coming soon. 1,000 days for your tribal chief. Get the ones up. None of that woe stuff. Let's fucking go.
I'm out of here anyway. Peace out.